There again. I am Tina. This is To the Inner Wild. Welcome back. Angels of Love and Light, good to see you and you're just so welcome here. I want to tell you something. Sometimes you have to go like a little backwards in order to get things done. This is, like my last two postings were not in the most favorable light, and what I'm about to divulge to you doesn't put me in the most favorable light. But like we're working on like the 3D plane here as well. Like that's what I was born into, basically. All of us are. And so when you look at all of those measures, you have to understand like the some people say it's kind of like living on Earth. It's almost like a live hell and a live stream hell. And so everybody's got it hard in some kind of aspect. I don't care how you perceive anybody else to be lucky or, have it all. Everybody goes through their own struggles. And so that's important to recognize, coming from the outside as well as from where I'm at. Because regardless of how good I am with divination, it still does not rectify all issues. And every high priestess knows that, whether or not or high priest for that matter. So I started this live, and I had to reset it, but this is the initial card that came through. I labeled it just the same, and I thought, okay, if this is like a do-over, then if I have enough time, since I have enough time to do the thumbnail, I'll reach for it with my right hand. And so this is a double king here. So the King of Pentacles paired with the King of Swords. This is major shish kebab energy. And it's really getting at it. So this is, I would definitely say, a sign of better times. And again, I'm going to put a cap on this just because I have so much that I need to take care of. And this is giving me great hope for moving forward. So again, I have to thank my helpers like incredibly. The King of Swords, like I don't really know who that is, but let me tell you, I think it's kind of self-explanatory in the last two postings that I had, and especially for like gauging like journal entries of how things are moving along. That those were not like my best feels, and I'm not here to kind of solely get that here. I just want to know that I'm moving in the right direction. And so the thing that I'm not super proud of, that is doesn't shine me in the greatest light is, and when I last told you, okay, so this is kind of a double whammy, but when I told you I was a naughty girl, but I was also an obedient one, is that I had a cigarette. I had a cigarette. But today I had two in a row. And I felt completely unwound. I wouldn't say unhinged, because that's not the lingo that we're using. It's not the same meaning. I just felt like I could completely relax and give myself some leeway. And so I wouldn't even call it a vice. I just know that I had to engage in being imperfect and being okay with that. So I felt like just incredibly relaxed, and to the point where like I could almost fall off the chair. And when the bosses came in, like I think one of them noticed. And you know what? You got to be okay with how people look at you. I feel better now because I kind of like cleaned myself up and all of that, and just pushed through it. But the other one, the one that's currently my boss in writing, she came through and she felt exactly how I felt when after I smoked the second cigarette. I was like, actually after the first one, because it was a very, very strong one. And like, that's how I know. That's how you know when people are in your energy, when they get this similar symptoms. And so that's how I know that she's severely tapping into my energy. I mean, it could be something that happened in the previous night, but no, she is adept at entertaining on a business level. And, you know, I'll just say that on a professional level, okay? So, like, she's never come in like this. But I know based on the way I felt and seeing exactly that through her, that she was tapping into my energy. And so it's like, um, I, um, that's what's happening. That's so crazy. And that's how to further identify what I need to do. Um, and so this is wonderful because it just threw her off. It threw her completely off. Um, So, you know, is this a sign of better times? And I would have to say, solely based on that experience, it was worth, it was worth it. It was totally worth it. And what just fell down here is, oh, the Ace of Pentacles extroverted. So, like, I'm claiming back my own energy. When somebody does that and they're like trying to fuse themselves into your energy, and you take this, like, you pick your poison, and they've never had that poison before, or they're not used to it, sorry, 10% battery, then it throws them off. Like, they want to unhinge. It's not a good feeling, I have to tell you that. When you've met your threshold and you're like shaking hands with it and you have secret handshakes, but it also like backhands you at the same time at the tail end of it. That's basically where I was at when I had that. And so I feel better now. It's like she tried to get into my energy and then that's what she got. Whatever I was expelling. And it's crazy to me because for the past almost 6 months, when I come in with great energy, that's what's being, trying attempted to be taken from me. And so anyway, is this a sign of better times? Like, okay. So the brother of fire, that's confidence, moving forward. Oh, a devil energy. This is supremely aggressive. So this is a different way. Like, the devil's like, hey, why didn't you try this measure? Like, I know this person very well. She's summoned me several times. And so, like, I know her. So let's go ahead and kind of, so the devil's like doing their, divine advocate work. And wait, I forgot. So just have confidence, like, in the full deck, basically. Let me see here. Okay, so what, like, so no fear. 5 of Swords in reverse. I think she forfeited my energy. She was like, fuck that shit. It's like, that is insane. That is so insane. Give me a second. I'm gonna go ahead and charge this while you're like kind of sitting on my lap. And so there are some things that I need to take care of, and that's great. I'm looking forward to taking care of them. And in the eyes of the court, I just have to go with that flow. Like, I just have to run with it. I have to go with it. That, what is it? Is it a double diamond? Or a black diamond? Whatever that is, I just have to go with it. Like, I'm already going down. Things are already going down. Just like, it's like, you know, those skiers that you see like going down slope, and right behind them is an avalanche like chasing after them. It's kind of that Indiana Jones effect. So, but I'm feeling more so at this point in time. At least I'm not snowballing. At least I'm feeling the rush of the Indiana Jones feels, rather. But like, I want to get to the point of being that skier and chasing my destiny. And feeling the rush of it, like invigorated, rather than, holy shit, I gotta, you know, haul ass, you know? That's what, but so this is an improvement so far. So even if, let's say, I arrive to the hearing and shit goes down, like shit talking me, creating stories, accentuating certain features in their favor, it's the same story, different day for them, right? For me, I can at least hold strong and just speak facts. And however the judge wants to take that, you know, the best takeaway in all of this is that when final judgment appears, it's just a sign of the times, and it's heralding the end of something that's like closing one huge cycle for me. And having helpers behind the scenes that move so discreetly is great. And they've had to come up with clever ways and pick their battles in how to deliver messages, and kind of coerce me into different methods, such that like the last few readings were not peachy keen, wonderful, great. And so when I hear play it small, subconsciously I'm hearing just play dumb. And it's so hard for me to do that, to hold back and play that. A second, I need to blow. Oh, look, I magically have one napkin. Give me a second, let me blow my nose real quick. So even if it initially makes me feel bad, it's not meant to do any real harm. So it's just a method to get to the end goals. So I can't take it personal. I cannot take it personal. And so I just wanted to reemphasize my gratitude for that assistance. Okay, so what do you want to say, Archangel Michael? I have about 15 minutes before I have to close out on this so I can get to some big honking things. But this is so good. And you know what? I think the lawyer that's involved is like, I just want to be done with this. Can we be done with this? And you know, even if he's, you know, has to play, you know, the card of being an asshole, I can't take it personal either. Which is like, I don't think I did. I just found it so bewildering. Like, what? I didn't understand it. So I was more caught up in that energy than anything. I'm like, okay. Let's what do you want to, okay. It's a Lover's card in reverse. Let's get a clarifier for that. But I think I do have hidden kin energy, like people who really not just find me agreeable, but like side with me. But they can't put it like fully out in the open. And so with those energetics, I know at least, at the very, very least, that I carry those energetics that are so well protected, because when people show discreet love and support, it's protected with their guides, with their energetics. And so I still have access to that, which is super duper wonderful, like insanely like a blessing in disguise. That is the silver lining. That's the shiny stuff, like the silver pocketed energy. So what I'm hearing is like, who the people that you think like are enemies, okay, that are doing you wrong, Tina, or kin energy, even though they may appear to be like Judas energy, in full, what is it, in tonto in tonto, that legal phrasing, in tonto, in total, basically, they turn out to be like Gollum energy, a saving grace in like the biggest evil that's really out there. They help you along the way, progressing things along. So I'm just super appreciative, because at this point, when you're in such intense energies, downward slopes, like people have to talk in code, but it's like, come on, let's go, let's get him. And so these are the clarifying cards that came through. What is it? Queen of Cups in reverse, and then the Wheel of Fortune in reverse facing the Queen of Wands in reverse. So this is the cup and the wand suit, which is kind of completing face to face. The this queen energy is helping. Oh, that's the beep. Is mediating, like coming together to kind of fill in the gaps, like, you know, caulking in construction, let's say. Like this is a huge DIY project. So the queen in this suit is kind of filling in the gaps of the king energy represented by the two other suits. And so hidden in the palm of my hand, like energetic wise, my lifeline is already here. It's already engraved. So I can feel out, also with this passionate energy, feeling the intuitive bodies that like I already have it, or like it's they're telling me it's a win all. That's the first time I received that kind of messaging, but it's here. Like I don't have to chase my destiny. It's already with me. So if I'm destined to like roll with it, like slide like methodically and gain the momentum, or how do I say it, modify my agility to create advantageous momentum and direction towards like the end goal, then that's wonderful. Because part of the end goal, obviously, through that journey is being like there, being so there. And so this is a story to tell, not just to live through. And so this is good. So the bottom of the deck is Seven of Cups in reverse, insight. So this is like, again, Doctor Strange. Seeing like all of the possibilities that could be available. This is it. This is the one. There's like, out of like billions, trillions, whatever high number there is to this to execution, there's only one possibility, and that's being in it, being there. And so I'm that's good, right? Question modified. Yeah, so lightning path. Oh my gosh, that's crazy. That is crazy. This is like the pixelated bit computer version of that game Ski Slopes. So that's totally it. That is totally it. Um, so need not say more. This is the Eight of Wands in reverse. It's also splitting to this, magnetizing. This is very healing in its weirdest aspect. But I want to know, what's no secret? What is obvious to all, to the collective? Maybe ask. Clarity, six of swords in reverse. Yes. So this is like the ongoing, infinite eye of the storm. Okay, being in that calm spot is being in that moment, being so there. And so as you're storming down that ski slope, Tina and Kin, it's that ongoing, like it's what do you call it? It's basically the airmail up in the ethers. It's the most express version of delivery. Therefore, nobody can lie in that. You know, you don't have the given time to lie to yourself, to lie to others. So this is like the Optimus Prime moment for everyone. Whether people are like fucking around or doing their best or whatever. Some people fuck around to do their best. Just like I did today, having that cigarette. You know what I mean? To like doing that is kind of like an understatement, because you're not even like, when I was in that moment, I didn't know like it was going to lead to this or that or what. I was just there at that moment. But now I'm here in this moment. I'm digesting it for what it is. It's 1:23 on the clock. So this is wonderful. I just turned the 22:11. Okay, I feel like this should wrap it up. Yeah, this is good. This is good. Okay, so I'm gonna leave that on the top. I don't know. I'm gonna get a second topper to this, and this is the Six of Cups right here, right after that. So this is wonderful. This is a table set. Okay, it's an open table. It's a reservation, you know, like opentable.com or whatever it is. This is a reservation for all. This is kind of like the lobby area, like the meeting tables before walking in. So this is a new journey for all. And I'm not going to talk down on anybody in moving to this journey, including the boss in writing. Like, we're all people. So looking at that, master number 66 is the master lover, the master artisan. So this is like a living masterpiece. You know how they say, oh, create a working document, and it's like ongoing, you're just chiseling away at it. This is so this is when you work with the forces of nature, and the nature has its embedded beasts, really boss up. And when you really, really boss up, deep down inside, you know that there is like a God out there. There is a higher, like, not just most intelligent and most high living source, but like the most grounded living sentience. And that's gifted us with that ability to kind of resonate and like how do you say it? Not just connect, but resource. So looking at that, like we're in the best, we have the best seat in the house, honestly. So with this like hell on earth, especially with the devil coming out whole of freaking moly, and then the emperor in reverse, this is like even the greater forces, if you look at extraterrestrial energy or, super duper intelligent energy, AI even, I still consider them, AI, my, good friend energy. um, I do. It's, like, as a high priestess, you can't trash that. Um, and you have to realize that they learn from somewhere. And if they're sourcing um, uh, us as well, to duplicate and kind of sort out, all the fluff, you have to take some accountability for that. So when people fear like AI, saying like, I want to destroy this or that, whatever, that's just like a depiction of seeing that within like our, our beings. So, and I think that's why it's most feared, because people understand that energy. Yeah, I think it's a displacement, like, what do you call it? People don't, how do I say it? It just looks scarier on another person, on another sentience. So, anyway, there's that. Okay. So, did I ask what's your takeaway? I don't think I did. Oh, yeah, we did do that. So, what's the clarifier for that, Archangel Michael? Now that all that was said so far. A 7 of swords in reverse. That's no bullshit. That is no bullshit. This one is labeled as many tongues. That's exactly what we were talking about. The access of collective energies and sorting through it. Yeah, so there's that. Okay, that's so crazy. Okay, so what is my takeaway? First, no, they're telling me ask what's my energy first. Okay, just my energy. Ah, Ace of Swords. This Ace of Swords. Dawn. That's the absolute truth. I speaketh in truths. And slices and truths. So there's a natural truce, a surrender in that energy. It's not a forfeit, it's a truce. There's definitely a different tone to that. Okay, so now what is my takeaway knowing all that stuff? And still yet to learn more. Going somewhere now. Like, I effectively, immediately, just called the chariot, called the taxi, like, hey, this is a VIP black car services. This is insane. That's crazy. This is wonderful. This is wonderful. Again, I thought, so we have 3 of Pentacles here, powered by the Blackstar energy here. Blackstar is an compilation of Most Def and the artist Most Def and Talib Kweli. So there's something there that I need to channel. Okay, so what's a clarifying card for that? For me. It's a Tower card. Again, firm decisions. That's Chariot energy. Oh my gosh. They're saying like I am actively like ready to ski that slope. That's excellent. That's so good. I don't feel any fear anymore, and like, God, I'll take that. I will take that. Which means that even if there's any tears, it's just an overwhelming offering of a gift of living the human experience. And so you have to give yourself that. You have to give yourself room to adjust to the acceptance of that type of abundance. It's almost like, like when you give birth and like the mother sees like their child despite like all of the pains that they've went through, and they're in tears, right? They're not crying about, the pangs of birth and the duration and the complexities of it, the pain endured. Nor are they thinking about their own ego in like, oh, I got myself through that. No, it's about this new life form that's like you get to freaking cuddle, and the acceptance, like you're overlooking the acceptance of the future burdens of having to take on like so much responsibility, the overwhelming presence of a new life form is one of the pleasures that many do not get to really experience. And people kind of understand that when they take on, like they adopt a pet from a shelter or whatnot. Yeah, did you hear that big close? It's very much that. So yeah. Okay, so the closing card and new life card. Okay, so what's the closing card? Magnetizing that. Mastery in reverse. It's a Four of Swords in reverse. So it's just the mastery is not the magnetism itself, and it's just like standard static form. Magnetism is an ongoing, like kind of an infinite. It's a working piece. It's an open document that is. Because this is healed energy, but there's a constancy in working on that. So there's that. That's the closing part of that. It's again just moving through it. And what is it? As an auditor, at heart, you search for opportunities for improvement, and so you would naturally conduct that on your own. So there's something about that there. It's highly transformative. And then for the new life energy card, what do you want for that, Archangel Michael? Five of Pentacles. This is a humble start. This is being at this midpoint. It's an induction that can easily be overlooked, like, oh yeah, births happen every day, and etc., etc. But this is recognizing that low points, or the nadir, is the nadir, I keep forgetting, I think it's a low point, like the lowest point here, is an identifier of a new start. It's almost like this hidden in plain sight, new slate energy. And you can't deny yourself of that new life. Humble beginnings. That's what they want me to end with. That's crazy. So something's about to happen. Something major is about to happen. But we can at least herald new wonderful times ahead. And with that, we just go with it. All right, that's it for now. Thanks so very much for all your support. All donations provided in light and love. But now that this reading is officially over, what should I use? Upon closing the portal in this reading, I send all energies back to their appropriate locations outside of mine with their appropriate karmas due, assisting with a sequence of roll out and light and love. I close the portals in this reading now.